You said it's a disease, which I believe it's a very big disease because I used to suffer it, and I believe here and there I still suffer it. And I think it is normal for a human to go through procrastination at some time of the week, but it's how you try to avoid it at most. For the people that don't know, procrastination is basically the act of delaying tasks. So you might sit there, you have a lot of things to do, and you just find yourself saying, after 10 minutes,
Yeah.
after 25 minutes,
I'm going to do it.
I'll do it. But what you fail to understand is that's what you call procrastination. And that 10 minutes, 25 minutes usually ends up to 9 p.m. and you have to go bed. You end up going to bed without doing anything. So today we want to talk about how do you try avoid it. It's a very big disease.
Actually, there's a secret to stopping procrastination, and a lot of people don't know about it. But before I dive into that secret, first we need to know, why do people procrastinate? Why do you keep telling yourself, I'm going to do this tomorrow, I'm going to do this next week, I'm going to do this next month? It's because one of the reasons is people are afraid to fail. You want to do something, but then in your mind you'll be like, what if I don't succeed? What if it doesn't go my way? So that's one of the reasons that you keep pushing it. Or sometimes you just lack the motivation of doing it. You want to do something, but you're not motivated. But you don't know that motivation, you have to create it yourself, because no one is always motivated. I'm not always motivated. I will wake up, like today, I woke up feeling dizzy because I slept late last night. But I didn't have any motivation, but I still had to come here and talk about procrastination, because motivation is temporary, discipline is permanent. So you have to be disciplined. So even if you feel bad, even if you're not motivated to something, you have to do it. Sometimes people procrastinate because they cannot manage their time, just like poor time management. You don't know what you have to do at what time. So that as well will make people procrastinate. So now that we know all the reason that someone has to procrastinate, or someone that causes someone to procrastinate, then how do you stop procrastinating? So I just said that motivation is temporary. Just be disciplined. Whenever you want to do something, just do it. Don't take time. Don't waste time. And also, some people want to do something perfectly. Perfectionism. So also, you don't have to be perfect at anything. You just have to do it. And if the fear of failure keeps you procrastinating, you don't have to be scared of failure, because everyone fails, and failure is not a bad thing. We have failed so many times, man. We always fail, but then failure is just there to keep you on your track. I remember Thomas Edison said this, I've failed 10,000 times, but all those failures has made me find the right recipe to make the light bulb, and now we have electricity. So as long as you know the secrets and you know the science behind procrastination, then it's going to be easier for you to keep on track and to do stuff that are going to push you forward towards your goal. So with that being said, we all procrastinate at the end of the day. So Monty, can you share a bit of a story that you wanted to do something and then you kept procrastinating it until you realized that, I've been procrastinating and I could have done it since the beginning?
I mean, funny enough, I think it's best I share a story about ourselves, MOD.
Yeah.
Before I left, I remember we usually have monthly meetings, and we said that this time before I leave, we should do episodes to keep them in store, so that even after I leave, there's episodes that will come out every Sunday that include me. And I remember we were saying that 2 months prior I left, but then we found ourselves every day saying we will do it, we will do it, we will do it, we will do it. So we saw the impact that it hit us, that I'm leaving, we have no episodes we have done. I think it was only 5 episodes we did.
Yeah.
So we came to see the results of it. Wow, we have no episodes together as of right now. So that's why we saw Musa doing episodes by themselves. So this is one of the reasons why we decided the first episode we should do when I'm back is procrastination.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we're not here, we're not perfect. When at MOD, when we're talking about something, it does not mean that we're 100% good at it. No. We want people to also relate so that they can understand that it's not just you going through it. It's all of us. But the reason why at Make Your Own Destiny we talk about it is because we want all of us to make our own destiny. So procrastination is a big disease that affects most of us. So with this episode, I believe it will help a lot of people to try avoid procrastination. So I'm telling you as much as I'm telling myself, because don't get me wrong, procrastination.
Most people procrastinate just because maybe they're stressed or they're distracted. What do you have to say about that?
I think it's true. I think when you talk about stress, sometimes when someone is stressed, it's like, I mean, I've been through it myself. When I'm stressed, I'm like, I need to do something. I'm like, but I'm stressed. I don't think I can do it. As you said, the fear of failure. You want to be perfect when you're doing something. But I also came to realize that you're never going to be perfect at something if you don't do it. So the more you do it, the more you get better at it. Coming from our first episode, look at the quality, look at it now. Thank you. We've improved a lot.
Yeah, we came very far.
Yeah, so it's just my point is just that the more you do it, the more you get better at it. But talking about stress, I believe if you bring up excuses every time, that's when you're gonna start procrastinating. Because I believe procrastination comes from excuses. You build up an excuse in your head, and then you start procrastinating. Because I believe you can just sit there and do something, but then in your head you're like, but I'm tired. There's always that but. Yeah. But. So that's when you start procrastinating. So you should try avoid the but, and then just do it.
And one thing I noticed is most stuff that we procrastinate about are the stuff that they are very low dopamine activities. Let's say you want to shoot a video. Shooting a video is not an easy task. So the dopamine level is very low. So you keep procrastinating about it. But some stuffs, you don't procrastinate, you just do them automatically. Let's say you want to watch a TV or you want to play a video game. Because those stuffs have very high dopamine. So automatically you'll find yourself doing them because they are easy, they are fun, they are enjoyable. So here we are talking about the most important stuffs, the stuff that's gonna have a huge impact on our life. Watching movies all day, we all know it's not gonna do anything. Scrolling through social media, I don't think anyone can procrastinate to scroll through social media. It's automatically you just go there and scroll. You find yourself 2 hours in, you have done nothing, and you don't even remember what post did you see, 2 last posts you saw, you don't remember them. So it's very bad to procrastinate. And if you're watching this, keep watching until the end because we have some amazing stuff today.
But before we proceed, I suggest you pause this video and go in your notes and write down when and why do you procrastinate. So as you're moving forward, you're going to find out, oh, this is why I procrastinate, this is when I procrastinate. So as you're moving forward, you're going to be like, oh, so this is how I can avoid it. So right now, go notes, note it down. This is when I procrastinate, this is why I procrastinate. And another thing is, a way to solve your problem first is to write it down. I never used to believe that until I started doing it. As soon as you write your problem down, you've solved the percent. Because you see, oh, so this is the problem. As soon as you write down, you think of solutions. But when it stays in your head, even an idea, if you have an idea, write it down. You get more ideas coming from that. That's just a tip along the way.
Yeah. Talking about ideas, right? Just imagine how different would your life be right now if you executed all the ideas that you have had in your life. You would have been very, very far right now, but you have been procrastinating. So another important tip on stopping how to procrastinate is knowing how to set your goals, like having clear goals that you are working towards every single day. Most people don't know how to set goals, but trust me, setting goals is very easy. The execution part is the hardest part, but not setting goals. So how do you set goals? You may ask, how do I set my goals until I achieve the goal? First of all, you have to know what your goal is. As Monty said, if you have a problem, when you write it down, you have solved almost 90% of it. So as well, if you have a goal, just by writing it down, you have solved it more than 50% because you have a clear vision. You know where you're going to get to and what do you have to do every single day to get to your goal. So first thing, know what your goal is and then be specific about that goal. Just know the goal to the last details, and also make sure that the goal that you are setting and you want to achieve it, make sure it's realistic and it's achievable. You cannot just say, let's say, I want to shift Mount Kilimanjaro in 5 years. We all know that it's impossible. You cannot achieve that goal. So make sure your goal is achievable, and also make sure that the goal that you are setting is relevant to you. It actually adds value to your life. And as well, make sure you have a time limit to when do you want to achieve that goal. Let's say I want to lose weight. How do I do it? I cannot just say, I want to get fit, I want to lose weight. If I say that, I will not achieve that goal. But let me put it this way. Let's say I put it like, I want to lose 10 pounds in 3 weeks by exercising every single day for 2 hours. That looks more achievable because I know what I have to do. I know what I have to do, and I know exactly what I want to lose. So it's much easier than just saying like, yo, I want to get fit. That's it. And then the next step is you have to break down that goal into simple steps. For example, when we started our podcast, we didn't have any follower, and our goal was like, we have to hit 10,000 followers by the end of the year. 10,000 followers was a lot for us, because I remember we were even struggling to get 10 followers. We were asking friends of friends to subscribe, but no one was subscribing, no one was following. But then we had to break that goal, okay? To get to 10,000 followers in a year, how many followers do you have to get in a month? Then, okay, let's say it's 800. And then how do you get 800 followers in a month? So we break it down in a week. How many followers do you need to get in a week? Okay, this number of followers you need to get in a week. Then how many followers do you need to get in a day? This amount of followers. So we know we have the time frame, we have the goal, and we have break it down in some small steps. And then later we had to plan, okay, how do we achieve this goal? Like, what do we do every single day to make sure that by the end of the year we have 10,000 followers or 10,000 subscribers? That's very important. So we broke down the goal and we start doing every single day until right now we are here, and we can proudly say we have more than 10,000 followers, actually more than 50,000 followers. But then we had to do small steps. We had to have that small action that we're going to do every single day until we get to our goal. Another thing is, when you're doing that, you have to track your progress as well. Because as we all know, in whatever you're doing, kwa ground, vitu vinakwaga different. Always, you have your goal, you want to do something, but then there are a lot of challenges on the way. There are a lot of stuff that are going to happen. So you have to track your progress. You have to adjust your strategy. I remember when we just started, we were planning to have 10,000 followers, and then we got to 200 followers, then our account got banned. And then we had to start again, right? We had to start again, all afresh. So you have to be flexible. If you set something, you know on the way you're going to get challenges, things are going to change. So you have to know that as well. Also, all around, you have to stay motivated and disciplined. That's the most important thing. You wake up today, you don't feel like posting. You wake up tomorrow, you don't feel like shooting. You just have to do it anyway, because you know what you want to achieve and you already set what you're going to do every single day. So you just have to do it anyways. Whether you're okay, whether it's raining, whether there's no electricity, just find somewhere where there's electricity. Because I know there are a lot of episodes that we didn't shoot because of electricity. Yeah, because we had no electricity. So yeah, that's what you have to do. But by the end of the day, also you have to seek support from friends, from family, from people like you who is watching. Please subscribe, support our channel, because our goal is we have to reach 100,000 subscribers in the next 12 months. So we already have a plan, and I believe we're going to get there. So subscribe, like this video, and comment down below what other way do you think is very important to consider when you want to set your goals.
I believe when you talk about procrastination, That's one of the main reasons why we procrastinate. When we set ourselves a big goal, but then we just think, okay, we're just gonna achieve it. That's when you start procrastinating. But when you start breaking it down, that's when things start becoming simple. And when things are simple, that's when. And I remember I used to when I used to work, like for example, I have a task I have to do. For example, when we used to edit ourselves, I remember I'd see this video. It's a 3-hour video, and I'm like, I don't think I can do this. Then I remember when you told me you have this the Japanese technique.
Yeah.
It's like do 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break. Do 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break.
Yeah.
That really helped me. So this is me to you too, you guys. Must give it to me, I'll give it to you guys too. So try this out. If you have a large task or you have a lot of work to do, and you know that it's gonna be hard for you to do it throughout your whole day, do 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break. Do 20, even if you want to start with 25 minutes and 10-minute break. Oh wow, trust me, you will be so much effective and efficient, because when you're there to work at the 25 minutes, no phone, no nothing, you will do so much work rather than saying you're gonna work the whole hour there. 1 second you're like, let me just see my phone. But when you're so disciplined and when that really helps. So even for me, right, like ever since then, whenever I want to work, I do 25 minutes and then a 5-minute break. 25 minutes work, 25-minute break. Or sometimes if I feel like I'm lazy, that's when I do 25 minutes and then 10-minute break. That way, you're still going to be working, but you just want to take a longer break. But you're still going to be effective.
And you don't get tired.
Yeah. Because during that 10-minute break, I could take a 5. My power naps make a lot of sense. The people that know me know. I take a 5-minute power nap, I'm good. So that's me to you guys. To try avoid procrastination is to try work at your own pace. So if you believe, I don't think anyone here can work a 9 to 5 throughout the whole day and just work. I believe people work 9 to 5. They work for 2 during the whole day. I think they only work for like 3 hours. The rest of the time they're usually walking around or finding an excuse not to do something. But as soon as you set the minutes, the time, I believe you'd see yourself doing more than whatever you're doing right now.
Yeah, it's true, and it's very important, as you said, to break the tasks into small stuffs. I remember there's one philosopher once said, if you give me 10 hours to chop down the tree, I will spend 9 of those hours to sharpen my axe. You can see that you have to prepare, you have to break down all your plan into small steps so that you can achieve it and stop procrastinating.
But what's also another way that you can avoid procrastination